Sexually abused twice by a grandfather and a cousin.
Teens that were highly addicted to meth, heroin, crack, cocaine.
Just left them out in the desert, abandoned them.
She didn't have a home, and I didn't, so I had to live on the streets of Oxnard for 4 years.
A 15-year-old girl who attempted to kill herself by taking 15 or 20 pills.
One of the little girls was telling the other little girl, he told me to take off my clothes and to go upstairs.
Having to get food every night, or a shower, or where you're gonna sleep, or where can we park.
His speech was completely regressed. He wasn't able to use the restroom anymore. He had to wear diapers all over again.
I had to make about 20 or more reports of child sexual abuse.
The child had been sexually abused by a peer at school in a classroom.
There's layers and layers of trauma.
My daughter wasn't the first in our family that was molested, but I knew, caring for Milo, that I wanted to do all I could.
He is an 11-year-old that has seen more than any 11-year-old should.
He tried to, start the house on fire, and he locked her and the children up in a closet.
Broke my nose, just totally bruised my entire rib cage.
Her oldest child, which is a boy, was very afraid and fearful to leave her alone.
It's overwhelming knowing that all of this is going on in the community.
It is overwhelming to think that this kind of abuse is happening in our community to our children, but it is. And when abuse and family violence happens, it affects everyone. If we don't intervene, then these effects literally will last a lifetime.
I've always talked to my children about keeping their bodies safe, knowing when something feels uncomfortable. I was personally molested as a child, and so it stays with you forever.
Deep down, I think we all know that this is happening in our community more than we would like to believe. And in the past few years that I've worked with Interface, I have been absolutely humbled by the complexity of the work they do and the issues that they deal with. And I've also been so inspired by the success stories that have come out of this great work. Not every child is born into this world with the same chance for love and for safety. And I see helping Interface as allowing them to offer more chances to people for a better life.
Interface Children and Family Services is the only agency here in Ventura County that provides a program where these victims can receive direct services. We never expected that we would have such a high demand.
I really cannot imagine this community without services like Interface. Just even if it's just a few families, the sort of ripple effect that education and prevention can have.
If I had had that back then, if I had known that the resources were available, I think my life would have been so much different.
She ended up finding help with her aunt and uncle. They connected her to a 211. Interface was there to help her, and we immediately placed her into our program where she felt safe.
I've taken many child development classes, and no one ever tells you what to tell a child or how to go about appropriately questioning them without putting words in their mouth. So I think if these programs didn't exist, it would be detrimental to the child, to children all over the place, and to parents alike.
These are the stories of kids and families who are eager to have different lives. They are just looking for someone to help them. At Interface, we see them heal. We see hope rising in them as they emerge from their challenges. But they cannot do this alone. They just need help. With your support, Interface will be able to help thousands of kids, teens, and families to rediscover hope. But we simply cannot do this without you. Please make a gift today so that we can rewrite these stories. Thank you.